The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of December 10th, 2018. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. What up, everybody? MBNnetwork.com. That's where you can find all kinds of shit. Go there. You can find all the different shows on this network. There's a whole bunch of them. Last week, we had a fucking doubleheader of Let's Talk About It, a show that only happens every now and then. We've got Relatable Radio, Novak and Franz, Might Be Sports, all this shit. We've only got one episode left before we take a little holiday break after this.
Might be Brews, too.
Yeah, Might Be Brews. Everything. It's all there. With me, as always, co-host Kev. What up, Kev?
You guys are so wonderful. You're such great friends. You guys are such great friends.
Co-host Danny. What up, co-host Danny?
What's up?
So, we're really nice people, Kev.
Yeah.
And we were very nice to you on the last episode of Might Be News.
Such great guys.
You know, and I
Jackie
did it,
and Katie.
I did it to kind of, I just wanted to see if you even listened that far. I wanted to see if you just like hit me up like you always do whenever you're not on the show. And when you listen to it and you're like, you son of a bitch. You talk so much shit.
Dude, you usually dog the shit out of me.
I know. So,
but I did not make it that far, and you had to tell me to go listen to it today.
Like I was saying, yeah, you're right. He didn't, Danny. He hit me up and he was just like talking shit about something. I don't remember.
I was asking what time we're recording tonight.
Yeah, but then you were aggressive about it or something. I don't know.
I'm always aggressive.
I didn't like your tone at all. And then I was like, "Did you listen to the fucking show from last week?" And he was like, "No, I didn't finish it." I'm like, "Go back and finish it because we're nice people."
That's a shame.
So we got, like I was saying in that high intensity intro, we're doing this episode and one more before we take a couple weeks off. Network wide.
Good, because I'm sick of you guys.
So week 17 is next week, and it starts on the 17th of December. So I figured might as well just take a couple weeks off. For Christmas and New Year's at least. You know?
Yeah, it's starting to get a little busy.
Yeah. Hectic around the household. Got a lot of family stuff going on.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of activities with the kids, getting them all excited for Christmas.
We might be traveling. I don't know yet. We might be traveling after the day after Christmas. But my mom is coming into town for Christmas. I'm assuming you guys have a shit ton of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So I don't do much Christmas shopping. I don't.
We're done the Christmas shopping, especially for the kids. We just need to get we do the Pollyanna, since we have so many, brothers and sisters-in-laws and that kind of stuff. So we do Pollyanna, so we just got to do shopping for that and the parents, and that's it.
I wanted to talk to you guys about something, because I know we've talked about this before, but I just wanted to get your take on it again for new listeners and to refresh my memory. And we'll get to the good news in a second. But Santa Claus. Obviously, your kids, how do you guys handle Santa Claus? Because I just saw something people were talking about.
Yeah, so I saw this post too.
What's her name and that other guy? The fucking people. You know what I'm talking about? Kristen Bell.
Okay.
And Dak Shepard, right? That's who it is?
She's hot.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. And they're okay. And then, but I guess they told their kids that Santa's not real.
Okay, I was thinking of something else.
Okay.
There's that Facebook post going around stating that, not everybody is able to buy their kids the new iPad or the new PlayStation or Xbox for Christmas. So tell your kids that, hey, that PlayStation, that Xbox, that iPad, that's from mom and dad.
Right.
Because they don't want the kids going to school saying, hey, Santa Claus brought me, an Xbox One,
right,
and Santa Claus only brought you a pair of socks. You must have been bad.
Right.
So they're saying, you need to, tell your kids, Santa Claus brings the little stuff and the parents bring the big stuff. I think we talked about this last year.
We did. I just couldn't remember how you guys handled it. Because like Jackie and I have talked about it where we would do like one gift from Santa. Just one thing.
So we do, but it's a big gift
It's the big gift.
from Santa.
Right.
And the world's not fucking fair. It is what it is.
But
Don't fucking no. Don't tell me that, oh, you have to say all the little stuffs from Santa Claus.
nobody, first of all, Kev,
No, I'm just going off of what Danny said that he read off of Facebook.
this is the second time in one day that I don't like your tone. Calm down a little bit and listen to me. Nobody is telling you that you have to do one thing or the other. Nobody's telling you that. That's not what we're discussing here. We're not discussing rules, okay? We're discussing.
You're such a dick.
We're discussing different options, okay? That's what we're doing.
I'm going to step in and I'm going to agree with Kev, and I agree with his tone. Because, no, it pisses me off. I work my fucking ass off. I have a very extremely dangerous job. I work my ass off to provide for my family. And if I can give them a good Christmas, I'm going to do that. You have 12 fucking months to prepare for Christmas. If you don't know when Christmas is, guess what? It's the same time every fucking year. Save up and get your kids something nice. But I'm not going to downplay Christmas because you're too lazy or you're incompetent of saving up enough money to provide your kids a Christmas. I understand people have problems, people have financial issues, and that's something that you can't, get around. But at the same time, for the average Joe Schmo out there who just doesn't want to spend the extra dime to make their kids happy and get them everything on their list, guess what? I'm not going to ruin my kid's Christmas for you.
Right. Well, I mean, certainly. All right. So I saw a meme the other day, and it kind of fits my opinion on this, or the conflict that I see in the Santa Claus thing, right? So it's Santa Claus, and he's got this kid on his lap, and the kid says to him, "Why didn't you get me anything for Christmas? Like, why have I never gotten anything from you for Christmas?" And Santa just looks at the kid and says, "Because your parents are too poor." And so, like, whether or not there's somebody out there that's like just cheapskating it, they have the money, but they don't do it. They don't hook their kids up. That's fine. Those guys fucking suck. But for the people that legit can't buy anything and can't do anything, I do feel bad for them, because you're right. Those are the kids that go to school and they're like, "But I've been really good, and why didn't this happen to me?" And I'm not saying that we should just abolish Santa Claus. That's not what I'm getting at. Because I would do it. I just always thought that
would you tell your kids that Santa Claus isn't real?
Eventually you're going to have to, correct?
No. Yes, you are correct about that. But I'm at a great age right now where I got a 3 and a 6-year-old.
Oh, so it's a blast. It's a blast for you.
Dude, it's a fucking... Dude, to see the joy that it brings them, that there's this fucking fat guy that comes down my chimney.
Well, as a non-religious person, such as myself...
Neither am I.
Right? Santa Claus is like the spirit of Christmas. I'm doing the...
Quotation marks.
He's the spirit of Christmas. The season of giving, right? That's Santa Claus. This is whole thing. Winter Wonderland, all that good shit. Right? And I'm fine with that. But I've conflicted in myself with just saying hey, mommy and daddy, like you said, Danny, worked our fucking asses off to do this for your dumb ass, your little dumb ass. I worked all year to do this for you. I'm not going to give it.
You can tell that you don't have any kids.
I'm not going to give the credit to some fucking imaginary fucking guy.
It's not about giving the credit, because they're not going to appreciate the shit anyway.
Of course they are.
Listen,
that morning, that joy that you are having such a good time with, they think it's some fucking imaginary goddamn thing. Not you.
Yeah, but that's what makes Christmas fun, though, for kids.
Yeah.
Like my kids, I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So my 8-year-old, he probably has a few more years. I don't think too many more, but at least a few.
Yeah.
But, I can't wait to the point when, he finally finds out and, it hits him that, hey, my mom and dad really worked their ass off for me.
Yeah.
I'm 32 years old now, and, it didn't take me 32 years to realize that. But, once I realized all that, I'm like, you know what? My parents never had it easy. We never had it easy. And they were still able to pull off a decent Christmas every year. And it makes me just cherish what they did for me that much more.
Now, for every kid that feels that way, I'm sure that there's another fucking weirdo dickhead kid that is just like, well, my fucking parents lied to me about Santa. They lied to me about everything else.
Of
They're
course.
pieces of shit. You know what I mean? And resent you for it.
Yeah.
Right?
So for that family you were talking about that, they do have the financial difficulties, they do have programs locally in every area that'll
All
help.
churches do that
All
stuff.
churches,
They got the
the
giving
Lord's
tree.
Pantry, Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
There are programs out there. You just got to reach out. You just got to do your research and, ask
Figure it
around.
out.
But people will help out.
Yeah, certainly at this time of year. I was just curious. I already knew the answer now that you guys said it. I remember what you guys said last year. But
Yeah, everything is from Santa for us. My son asked me for one gift from me, and that was for a new phone case for his phone.
everything is from Santa.
Everything is from Santa.
Wow.
Yep.
You guys take zero credit for it.
Zero credit. He wants one present from me,
Wow.
and he said he wants a new phone case. He's got one of my old phones after, I upgraded. So he said he wants a new phone case and screen protector. So that's from me. Everything else is from Santa.
Do you guys remember finding out Santa wasn't real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Me too. You know why? It's a fucking emotional scar. Right?
Not really.
Why wouldn't you want to save your children from that?
How did you find out?
I was on the school bus,
Okay.
and some fucking kid that was older than me. I don't remember what grade I was in. Probably like, I don't know, second or third.
Yeah, I think you said second or third
Yeah,
grade.
second or third grade, and I was
Which-
on the bus.
My son's in second grade now, so
So he's got to be hearing like the hater ass old kids on the bus.
so it has started.
Santa's not real.
It has started because we just started doing the Elf on the Shelf this year.
Yeah, I've seen your posts. They're
I
great.
love it. I'm
Yeah.
having so much
Yeah,
fun
you're
with
having
it.
fun.
I can only go PG. I'm not allowed to go.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every night, Saint Nick. We named him Saint Nick after Nick Foles.
Nice.
Yeah. So every night he does something, and the other day Landon came in and said to me, Gia and Nick, or Gia and Steve up the street said that the Elf on the Shelf isn't real, and it's you and Mom moving him every night. And I was like, well, he's a little fucking asshole, and you need to kick him in the balls.
Did your stomach move when he said that? Like, did you
No.
like feel it in your gut? Like, oh shit, I have
mean,
to have the talk.
It kind of
No.
pisses me off because the one is like our immediate next door neighbor. So I
Okay.
want to go over there and just bitch slap her and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't ruin this for me. But another part of me is like, I was waiting for it because I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, they just don't believe or, whatever. And he's like, that's what I thought. I believe that, he really does move at nighttime.
That's cute,
Yeah.
but he's gonna snap when he finally finds
No,
out
he's not.
that you're full of shit.
I don't think he'll snap.
Ugh.
I think he might be a little upset.
If my future kid is anything like me, they'll fucking snap.
Well, let's hope they're not like
he's
you.
gonna come at you with a butcher knife. Fuck you, Dad.
Because I snapped. I snapped when I found out because I didn't believe it. And I went, this kid's telling me this. I don't believe it.
Well-
I'm going to go home and I'm going to tell my parents, I did exactly what your son did. And my parents sat me down and were like, he's not real. And I fucking snapped.
You were young.
I was young.
That's a young age. So you have to understand you're going to handle that news differently than what's the average age that kids find out.
Dude, so when I found out, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I didn't snap.
I
Okay.
didn't snap either.
I apparently a kid told me at daycare. I don't remember the kid telling me.
Okay.
What I remember is, I guess I asked my mom in front of my sister, and my mom was like, yeah, no, he's real. And then comes to me a day or so later, closes into my bedroom while I'm sitting there playing. She closes the door behind me. She sits down on the bed and she goes, Santa Claus isn't real. And if you tell your sister, you're not getting any presents.
So that's why you didn't snap.
See, now I remember mine. I was actually driving to the DMV with my mom for my license, and I said, Mom, is Santa real? And she said, no.
Huh.
16.
No, I'm joking.
16. Jesus. I missed
No,
that part.
I do remember my parents sitting me down at the kitchen table and I think I was 10 or 11
Okay.
and saying, Santa's not real, right? And I'm like, I'm 11 years old. I kind of figured it out by now. But I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad. But now, as I grow older, I look back and I realize all the sacrifices they made to give us that Christmas, and it just makes me appreciate them that much more.
It's crazy.
So you're a little punk ass bitch.
I was upset. I was a firm believer in Santa Claus.
I think you just found out way too young.
It's possible. I don't know. I just know that.
Come on, something that you can hold over your kids' heads. You better be good or you're not getting any presents.
I'll do that just straight up. Bro.
Do you have the friend on speed dial?
I actually...
That is my alarm to move the elf. Sorry about that. That was my alarm to move Saint Nick.
No, I don't. But if you do ask Amy, a couple weeks ago, I did almost call you and have you be Santa Claus.
So me and one of my really good friends, we had it set up where if I saw he was calling like around bedtime and he goes, Santa, is that you? I knew exactly what to do. And I went into Santa mode and I played Santa for his girls.
That's great.
I knew his girls. I knew their voices. So I knew who I was talking to. Same for me. I would call him like I'm calling Santa and I'd call my buddy Chris. Hey, Santa. Boom. Right into Santa mode. And it worked every time.
So now you're an accomplice in ruining a child's childhood.
Listen, when you become a parent, your number one goal is to keep your kids safe, and your second goal is to lie your ass off because you lie about everything. Why are you and mom wrestling? Well, mom had something stuck in her eye.
All right, enough of this Santa shit. Here's the good news.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, week 16, Danny, what do you got?
All right, my first story is coming out of Napa, California. It's this little 9-year-old girl named Riley. Riley is a huge Golden State Warrior fan, huge Stephen Curry.
Steph.
Is it Stephen?
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, huge Steph Curry fan. She went on to the Under Armour website to order the Curry 5s, and she realized that they had adult shoes, they had boy shoes, but no girl shoes. So she took the time to write this letter to Steph Curry saying how much of a fan she is and that she wishes that they would do something to make these shoes for girls. Steph Curry took the time to write her back, and he wrote this nice letter stating that he is sorry for the confusion. They're going to do everything in their powers to fix it as soon as possible. He spent the past 2 days working on the website, and then he went the next step, and he's sending her a pair of the Curry 5s, and she's going to be one of the first girls to rock the Curry 6. Lastly, he has something special in the works for International Women's Day on March 8th. And he said, I want you to celebrate with me. More to come on that, but plan to be in Oakland that night. All the best. Run the game, Steph Curry.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Super dope.
Awesome. Just taking the extra time to respond to her, that makes all the difference in the world.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Such a cool story.
My next story is coming out of Kennett Square. It's that time of the year again. Everybody's out buying Christmas presents. Everybody's doing the layaway because it's a little bit easier for some people to do. A Secret Santa hit the Walmart up in Kennett Square, walked in, went up to the layaway counter and said, I want to pay off every single layaway you have in the store.
Wow.
$29,000.
Holy shit.
$29,000. Paid
amazing.
off every layaway. I love seeing stories like that.
Incredible.
And my next and last story is coming out of Southern California. This is a story about a lady who meets her mom. 70 years ago, she was born. In the hospital after she gave birth, the doctors told the mom for some reason that her daughter died. She ended up being adopted. 5 years later, her adopted parents passed away. So she went to live with a relative of them. Years down the road, her daughter decides to give her one of those DNA kits from Ancestry DNA kits So she does the DNA kit, she sends it back, she starts finding all these relatives. So she goes and meets these relatives and comes to find out that her mom that she's been dreaming about since she was 5 is alive.
Wow.
So
Crazy.
she's now
That's nuts.
70 years old and her mom is 96 and she's finally getting the chance to meet her mom and spend some time with her mom.
That's incredible.
Cool story.
That's wild. You
Great
can make a
story.
movie about that.
Yeah, so like these
Straight up.
these ancestry DNA kits. I mean, I know people have got them before and they've gotten these mixed reviews that they didn't think what, they actually were. So those things kind of scared me a little bit, but this is a good story that came out of one of those DNA kits. It helped reunite a mom and a daughter 70 years after
dope.
birth.
Did you hear about Burger King? That's my good news story.
Listen, I fucking love Burger King for what they're doing.
It's great.
It is crazy. It's hilarious.
Go to the McDonald's, open up the Burger King app. You have to be, I think, within 600 feet of McDonald's.
600 feet.
Order your Whopper off of the app and go to your closest Burger King and pick it up for a penny. Awesome.
So Burger King is bringing out the fucking high school shit. We're going to make you go to our competitor and pull into their parking lot and then open our app and we're going to give you a Whopper for a penny. I fucking love it because we've talked about this before. Some people don't like the Burger King fries. You don't like the Burger King fries, right, Kev?
They're garbage.
So you go to McDonald's, you order your McDonald's fries,
There you go.
and then open up your Burger King app and then drive down the street and get your Whopper for a penny.
The actual commercial for this whole thing that's going on actually shows a person pulling up to a McDonald's
Asking for the Whopper,
and
right?
asking for a Whopper.
And the lady's like, what? We don't have Whoppers here.
Whopper.
I love it. It's such a childish move, but you know what? I bet you it's going to get them a lot of, a lot of customers.
Hopefully they'll open one around here soon.
They keep closing them down around here.
It's dumb.
The one in Guthersville they closed down. They closed down the one in Thorndale.
Thorndale's gone.
It's because their fries suck.
You're garbage, Kev.
See, I like Burger King's fries over McDonald's fries.
Yuck.
I prefer Burger King fries over every fry.
Ew. Even like
every
Five
fast
Guys?
Food, no, every fast food fry.
Not Arby's. Not Arby's curly fries.
Not
You-
Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
You got me there. And no, Kev.
Dude,
Fuck a waffle fry.
Fuck that.
Fuck a waffle fry.
First of all,
Fuck a waffle fry.
First of all, what are you dipping your Burger King fries in?
You know what? They're so good, I don't need to dip them in anything, realistically.
Point.
But
No
I
point.
will get the zesty sauce if I have to.
And dip.
Absolutely dip.
Yo,
You know what? Because I usually get a small order of the onion rings as well.
You're going a whole different level. I mean, if you put that white cheese sauce on fries, that'll make cardboard taste good.
Point blank, period.
But the waffle fry has to be made correctly. Like if you get it soggy and too potatoey,
Which you
It's not
can
any
get
good.
at Chick-fil-A.
yeah, and I dig it.
I don't like that.
Point blank, period. This isn't news to anybody.
What, the McDonald's fries are better than Burger King fries?
I want to talk to you about a couple things, a couple stories that we have overlooked here on the show. Okay? One in particular. It happened like last month. I'm going to change gears here.
Okay.
Because we're running out of time before I have to take a break. We've literally covered almost zero news in this episode. Right?
Yeah, you realize you lost. Go ahead.
I didn't lose. Burger King fries are incredible, Kev. They're incredible. They're to die for, Kev.
Waffle fries are better.
Yo, road trip to Westchester tonight for some burgers.
Yeah, we might just have to. Kev's not invited. So, have you guys heard about this guy, Christopher Watts? This happened in the middle of last month. He was sentenced. Have you heard about this guy? He's the guy who killed his wife.
his
and his 2 kids.
Yeah.
And then lit his own house on fire.
I don't know about all that, but he was on the news and all this shit,
Yeah.
talking about how somebody broke in, I think, and like he wasn't there. Something happened. Blah, 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 blah. Obviously, he didn't do it. I love my kids. I love my wife.
He didn't light his house on fire. He hid his kids in a 55-gallon drum of like oil and buried his wife in a shallow grave, his pregnant wife in a shallow grave.
at the at the oil field that he worked at.
Yeah. He put them in a 55-gallon drum. His kids.
Somewhere in Colorado. Killed him.
What is wrong with people? No, I have not heard that story.
He strangled his wife and he suffocated his 2 kids. Is what happened. 33 years old. He killed his wife, Shannon. She was 34. And his daughters, which were 4 and 3.
Wow.
Disposing of their bodies on a Weld County oil field on August 13th. He pleaded guilty to 9 felony charges, 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of first-degree murder of a person younger than 12 while being in a position of trust, 1 count of unlawful termination of a pregnancy, and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body.
Wow.
He was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences.
Good.
And the reason that this was such a huge thing was because it was a national story when they were murdered, and he was all over the news talking about, how much he loved his kids and his wife and all this shit. Very emotional guy. And then it turns out that
he fucking did it.
He did all of it.
What a dirtbag.
And it's almost like he showed no remorse for it either.
No, he really didn't. And he accepted the plea deals and all that shit.
Just sat there and took it like a champ.
Yep, that's it.
Like a fucking chump. Sorry, not a champ, a chump.
Yeah. It's really, really crazy.
Sad.
The other story isn't something that we overlooked. This just happened last Friday. Today, in this time space continuum. The James A. Fields Jr., the guy who drove his car into a crowd of people at Charlottesville.
Yeah.
He was found guilty of first-degree murder.
Good.
Of Heather Hare.
Good.
They going to give him the death penalty?
He's still under a federal trial.
Okay.
For hate crimes. And if they can prove that it was a hate crime, which it looks like they're looking at doing,
it was a hate crime 100%.
Absolutely. Well, they have text messages from him that he sent before he went down there. Very threatening, very aggressive, very hateful. I don't think they're going to have a problem putting this guy away forever.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Well, he is going to be put away forever.
If he gets, yeah, he is. If he gets proven guilty of hate crimes, it's a death penalty.
Okay. Yeah. So let's hope they go that route because
crazy shit.
He deserves it.
Yeah, that was such a crazy day.
Yeah,
it was such a crazy fucking day. I remember seeing that on TV.
Yeah, that was back when that was happening a lot.
Yeah, it was nuts.
There was the ones that were overseas in Paris and France and. It was almost like once a week you were reading something about a car just driving into a crowd of people.
Yeah. And it happened here for like some white pride shit. Some fucking bunch of khaki wearing, shirt tucked in, tiki torch carrying motherfuckers.
I'm not wearing khakis today. I'm in the clear.
So anyway, the last thing I wanted to talk about before we do What's the Point is that the new Avengers trailer has released. It's on the Might Be News page. I know you guys aren't into this shit, but holy fuck. This movie's going to be epic.
What?
Because people, spoiler alert, people die in the first one. A lot of people. A lot. And like a lot. And
there's something wrong with you, dude.
Oh, dude, a lot of people. And so it like the first one, the end of the last one was like a huge cliffhanger. Huge. And it was nonstop. The whole movie was nonstop badass, nonstop action, nonstop funny, nonstop just everything. It's a great movie. And this one you can tell is gonna shit's gonna hit the fan.
When?
It comes out in April.
Okay.
And it's probably gonna be the biggest movie debut ever. I swear to God.
Really?
It's the fans of this shit, like people argue all the time about comic movies because we're nerds, you know? But like this movie I can't see how anybody could hate on it, the last one, and not be looking forward to this one. Like, it was fucking nuts. It was near perfect.
I heard him talking about it on Preston and Steve because they were watching the trailer on Preston and Steve.
Yeah. It was, I'm telling you, it looks intense. And I believe that main characters are going to die for good in this movie.
Who?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I think that definitely Iron Man, definitely Captain America.
I thought Iron Man was supposed to die in the last one, or did die in the last one.
No, he didn't. They're all connected, all these movies. So like, especially this one. This is like part 2. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think this is it for them. Their contracts are up. This is it for them. I just need to find out how it happens. It's going to be crazy. I know that much. It looks fucking wild. And the Captain Marvel fucking trailer came out during
Captain Marvel?
The movie looks fantastic as well.
Never heard of him.
I'm telling you, it's a girl.
Marvel.
Never heard of her.
Oh, I saw the previews for
You
that.
saw that, yeah.
It looks awesome.
It looks really fucking
It looks
good.
really good.
Yeah.
She's a badass bitch.
Yeah, she's bad. She's bad. She's dope. It's going to be good.
Who's playing her?
I forget her name.
I kind of like that.
Brie Larson? Is that her name?
It might be.
I don't know.
She was in Kong. She was in the most recent King Kong movie. I know
never
that.
saw it.
You never saw that?
No.
Kev, go home and watch Kong tonight. Danny, have you ever seen Kong?
No.
Go home and watch Kong tonight.
I have
I'm telling both of you.
You see what's on HBO right now?
What?
Rampage.
I did see that's on there, yeah.
Yeah. With the
Don't
Rock.
go home and watch Rampage. I'm telling you right now.
I have
Can't
something,
watch anything. My PlayStation died.
I have something else I'm going to watch when I go home.
What, The Office?
No. I'll
What?
talk about it.
He's going to talk about it on its late review. Here we go.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this. Everybody needs to check out Relatable Radio every Tuesday on the Might Be News Network. It's Amy, Allison, Jackie. It's the First Wives Club of the MBN Network. They talk about all kinds of mom stuff. Last week, it was all about girly Christmas movies on Netflix. If you're into that stuff, you got to listen to it.
So tune in.
Also, they had Katie on, and she told us about some tips for pets during the holidays. Things to avoid.
So tune in.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Welcome back to Might Be News.
Motherfuckers.
So, talked about a lot of things on the show.
Santa Claus.
Talked about Santa Claus.
French fries.
Talked about how delicious Burger King French fries are.
You had to sneak it in there.
And how fucking garbage waffle fries from Chick-fil-A are.
Waffle fries are the best. Dude, Polynesian sauce.
I don't know how to tell you this, Kev.
Give me a straw. That's how you're going to tell me. Give me a straw so I can drink Polynesian sauce.
That's absolutely foul.
So you need to go to On the Border.
Nope.
Listen.
Nope.
Listen.
I hate On the Border.
Listen. Get the empanadas.
Okay.
The ones with the chicken.
What's
or the
in
beef.
them?
It's a pastry that's deep fried, and in it is cheese and beef or cheese and chicken.
That's it.
That's it.
No onions.
No onions.
No
nothing.
fruit or vegetables.
So
or
go get the empanadas,
Okay.
and then go to Chick-fil-A and get the Polynesian sauce and dunk it in that shit.
Oh.
Thank me later.
You might, dude. You're talking dirty to me.
Thank me later.
Gross. Here we go with what's the point? What's the point?
Is there a point to this?
What is your
Are
point?
you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
All right. Danny, what's your point?
So I'm a little pissed off. They're banning Christmas songs now. Yep.
Fucking
We have become a
vaginas.
nation of pussies.
Vaginas.
So they are banning the Christmas song, Baby, It's Cold Outside, which I think is an awesome song. I
Yo,
think it's a great song.
As soon as I saw the article that they were banning that song, you were the first person. You and Allison were the first people I thought of.
So we did a little research, and I have a list of, you know what, if we're going to start with one song, we're going to ban them all. So I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Its subjects minors to softcore porn and condones cheating. Ban it. How about White Christmas? That's racist. Ban that shit. How about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? That's bullying. Ban it. Santa Baby, Gold Digger, and Blackmail. Ban it. When does it fucking stop? It's a fucking Christmas song.
So the thing about this is like they consider it like rapey, I guess. It's like and there's one line in the song in particular, and that people are getting twisted, and it's what's in this drink or whatever, something blah, 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 something about something in the drink. My whole thing with the song is, and Jackie and I were talking about it, is that it's like a very playful song.
It is.
Right? It's like a flirtatious, like, thing. Personally, I hate the song. That's just my thing. It was certain variations of it. I dislike. I'm sure there's some good versions. I just
Lady
can't think of
Gaga and Jordan or Haviolette or whatever, or Josh, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know. But
They do a good version of it.
I'll have to check it out because I like the. I don't know, whatever. But it's just not one of my favorite songs. But I laugh at it because it's like it is crazy.
But
this is crazy.
It's everywhere. Like Holly Jolly Christmas, Kiss Her Once for Me. Guess what? That's unwanted advances. I mean, It's in every song. It's a goddamn Christmas song. People like, when are we going to stop?
It's a Christmas classic, is what it is.
And it doesn't stop with that. I want to add to my point real quick because Kevin Hart was just nominated to host the Oscars.
Yes.
Okay. So apparently somebody dug up some old tweets from 2009 from him when he was making jokes about being gay. He's a comedian.
Made a lot of them.
He did.
A lot of them.
But he's a comedian. That's what he makes a living doing.
Right.
And the Academy came to him and said, you must apologize or you're not going to host the Oscars. And he stepped down.
Yeah.
Like, when does it stop? It's a comedian and you're going to go after a comedian for doing his job?
The problem with this thing is that the reason he refused to apologize and step down, people take that way out of context. The reason he did that is because he's already apologized.
Yeah,
for
he
these
already
tweets
did.
multiple times.
Yeah.
And he stopped doing it. I was reading about it. He basically hasn't made any jokes like that on Twitter since 2011, which is basically when his first stand-up special kind of blew up.
And he actually said, if you don't think somebody can grow up in that time period, then there's something wrong with you.
Right.
But I give him credit for standing his ground and stepping down. This has been his lifelong goal, is to host the Oscars.
Right.
And for him to say, you know what, I'm bigger than this, and to step down, I kind of give him credit.
Already apologized for this.
I kind of give him credit. And, I stand with Kevin Hart.
Back to the Christmas song. I think it's the times, man. I mean, there's so much with this Me Too movement thing. You've already seen so much stuff come to light.
Yeah.
And everybody's like shocked about a lot of it. And is this blowing it out of proportion? I fully believe so. But I guess I get it. I guess. Just that one line. What's in this drink? Just that. If they could change that or not change it, I don't know. See, that's getting stupid.
And they're talking about sharing cigarettes too. Sharing a cigarette.
But it's just like we talked about The Office. We talked if The Office was made right now,
right,
it wouldn't succeed because of some of the jokes. And as much as I watched The Office, I actually, noticed a few things that really popped out to me. And I was like, oh, that's really that's kind of bad. But you know what? They're not banning that from TV. They're not making them go back and change.
Right. No. And it's I don't know. I don't agree with them banning the song.
No.
I don't agree with it.
It's stupid.
That's my point. I just wish we would stop being such pussies.
Listen to what you want to listen. If you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it.
Exactly.
Right? Nothing wrong with that. Kev, what's your point?
I saw this fucking article that grossed me out so bad I wanted to bring it to you guys.
Was it about ranch dressing?
No.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh my God, it's so disgusting. Kids these days will do anything to catch a buzz. That's how the article starts off.
Oh, no.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
No, I don't.
You know where I'm going with this?
No.
It's endless possibility.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things going through my mind right now, but
Teenagers in Indonesia are collecting menstrual pads and tampons.
nope, I'm done. Nope,
Often of the used variety,
done. Change the subject.
What?
and boiling them, allowing the mixture to cool, and then drinking it.
All right, guys, have a good night. See you. Done.
They get high from it, and they feel like they're flying or hallucinating, and the FDA of Indonesia is saying that it's the chlorine in these pads and tampons that sanitizes them after they're used and everything. I guess it doesn't sanitize them completely, but they're getting high from it, and they're fucking boiling used tampons and pads.
But wait a minute. Wait, this is fucking bananas. So I've been sitting over here in awe. So let me get this straight. The FDA said that it's the chlorine in the tampons, which leads me to believe that they don't need to be used for these idiots to get high from them.
I can only read you what the article says.
Oh my God. So what if you did that a bunch of times and got wasted off it? It's gross. It's fucking gross.
It's disgusting.
Why are we still talking about this?
And then you find out that you don't have to use used ones. How mad would you be? I'd be so mad.
But what's your point?
All right.
Fucking gross, man.
It's fucking gross.
I'm never going to be able to drink a Bloody Mary again.
Good. They're gross. So my point is the Grammy nominations are out. And I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to hit the big ones to me. Album of the year, Her by Her. I don't know. I don't know who that is, but listen, I'm going to go check out all these artists that I don't know who they are, and that's why I like these lists.
Is it from this year?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. So
Remember that one time?
yeah, I remember that one time. Thanks for always never letting me down and bringing it up. So I'm going to check out all these people because I'm kind of disappointed with some of these, with the ones that are important to me. I'm only going to look at the album of the year and the rap album of the year. That's just what I want. This is album of the year. Her by Her. Brandy Carlisle. The album is By the Way I Forgive You. Drake, Scorpion, various artists, the Black Panther soundtrack, which I reviewed on the show.
You think that's going to win?
No. Casey Musgraves, Golden Hour. Post Malone, Beer Bogs and Bentleys. Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. And Janelle Monáe, Dirty Computer.
Where do you see the winner going?
Personally, I think they're probably going to give it to either Drake or Cardi B.
Post Malone.
Could be, yeah. That would be my third.
I think Post Malone's going to clean up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
it's possible.
He's just so in right now. Like, that's the in music. You know
He's
what I mean?
humble too.
He's very humble.
He's all over the place. He's got a bunch of nominations.
Yeah.
At least a couple.
I think he's going to clean house.
Record of the year, Cardi B, I Like It. Brandy Carlisle, The Joke. Childish Gambino, This Is America. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, Shallow from the Star Is Born soundtrack.
Yeah.
Drake, God's Plan. Kendrick Lamar and SZA, All the Stars. That's from the Black Panther soundtrack. Post Malone and 21 Savage, Rockstar. Zed and Maren Morris, The Middle. Never heard that song. Check it out.
Zed is like the techno shit.
Okay. Rap. Let's get down to some hip hop stuff. Best rap album of the year.
Kendrick Lamar.
Nope. Let's see. Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. Mac Miller, Swimming. Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. Pusha T, Daytona. And Travis Scott, Astro World.
Pusha T.
What?
Mac Miller.
You think so?
Really?
They're gonna do it to him because he's
No.
dead.
No.
And he died this year.
I will say that they nominated him for. I think they nominated him for that reason.
I think, yeah.
Mac Miller's not big enough to get nominated at the Grammys unless he dies and everybody freaks out about it. I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I firmly believe that him dying has a big reason why he's nominated for this.
And I don't want him to win because then I'm going to have to use it as my good news story, and I can't say that big word that posthumously gave it to him
Posthumously.
as the award because, I don't want to do that.
So, like, for this, I'm kind of let down with the list, but I'm not surprised that I'm let down by it.
It's a little weak.
I think Pusha T's going to win it. I don't think he's going to win it. That's who I want to win it at this point. I personally think that it's probably going to go to Travis Scott or Cardi B. I feel that way. I feel that way. Let's see, just for you guys, best rock album of the year.
New rock is garbage.
Yeah, well, I guess I feel you. Alice in Chains, I guess, put out a new album.
Yeah.
Rainier Fog. It's Rainier Fog. That's what it is.
It's rainier than fog?
It's rainier than normal fog.
It's retarded.
So it's rainier fog. I got you. I got it.
It's like rainier.
Rainier fog.
Fallout Boy, Mania, Ghost, Prequel, Greta Van Fleet, From the Fires, Weezer, Pacific Daydream.
Greta Van Fleet, I did them for a late review.
Yep. You like them?
Yes and no. I wanted to, but some of their songs, I just couldn't get it. They were too slow.
Yeah.
Couldn't get into them.
See, I like Fallout Boy. I like old Fallout Boy. They're like way too poppy for me now.
I'll go with Alice in Chain. I mean, you can't beat Alice in Chain.
That or Weezer. I didn't check out the new Weezer album.
It's all garbage.
Wow, Kev.
All of it.
Wow, Kev. Way to just shit on my point. You hurt my feelings. Yeah, I just scroll to the top. These are 2019. So, I don't know.
Well, I mean, when you're talking about Weezer and Alice in Chain, you have to check.
I had to look. So, I'm a little down as a hip hop fan, but I'm also a hip hop weirdo too. So it's all good. Here we go with late review. I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing.
Why didn't I know about this sooner?
all right, Danny, what are you reviewing?
All right, so I'm doing a movie this week. This movie came out last year around Christmas time. Really wanted to see it in theaters, but with having a newborn at home, we didn't get around to it. Quick disclaimer. I'm probably going to lose a lot of street cred for this. So if you think I'm this hard dude, just turn the podcast off now and turn it back on in a few minutes. But I watched The Greatest Showman, the movie about the Barnum and Bailey Circus. Roughly it was an hour and 46 minutes long. I personally thought it could have been longer. There were a few scenes in the beginning where they jumped from one event to another too quickly and didn't go too in depth. That's gonna be a good thing, but it kind of had me wanting more to see more. All in all, I fucking loved it. Really liked it. I didn't like how they tried to make it almost into a love story, the one part, but I watched it Wednesday night, and then I watched it again Thursday, and then I watched it again Thursday night, and then I listened to the soundtrack on Wednesday, twice on Thursday, and then once today. It is a feel-good movie. It made me feel good. It made me happy. The music was incredible. It's one of the best soundtracks I've heard from a movie in a very long time. Solid solid 10.
Wow.
Changing it. I talked to you the other day. I said 9.5. I'm changing it to a 10.
Wow.
After watching it for a third time, I love this movie, and I'm going to go home and watch it again tonight probably.
Wow.
It's pretty strong.
It was like I said, it made me happy.
Wow.
The music was incredible. The acting, Zac Efron, he was incredible. Hugh Jackman did a great job. I went to see the Barnum and Bailey Circus last year when it was on its farewell tour when they were in Philly, and it's just an awesome show. It is the greatest show on earth. But they just did such an incredible job making this movie, and it's almost a movie that could be made to a Broadway show. And if it was a Broadway show, I'd probably go see that too.
Huh.
Highly suggest seeing this. It's a great family movie. I highly suggest it. Take the time to watch it. It's only an hour and 46 minutes. You'll thank me later.
Very cool.
Yeah, great movie.
Kev, this better be good.
As you all know, I am a time travel fanatic.
Yes.
I love it. I love the idea of it. I love everything about time travel
Wow.
and the idea of it. A movie that I watched this past week was Looper.
Okay.
Bruce Willis and
Shit.
what's his name?
I know his name, but I can't think of it.
Whatever.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
That's the guy
Yep.
I was talking about with Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I do the concept of the movie. Awesome.
Very cool.
Dude, such a good movie. I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Was this your first time seeing it?
I saw it a while ago, but if I remember correctly, I fell asleep watching it and I didn't remember what happened and thoroughly enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? Absolutely. Probably rate it like 8.5.
Wow, that's strong for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Good movie though. Definitely a
Very
good
good.
flick.
Yeah, it is. I liked it. My review, I haven't done music in a little while. I feel like
And he's going to review a hip hop album
I am.
or Anderson .Paak.
I already did that.
I figured you'd do it again since you have such a big boner for him.
I love it. We just bought tickets. We're going to go see him when he comes to town, February. It's going to be great. I'm very excited.
We just got tickets for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Really?
Yes, so
That's
excited.
going to be a great show.
In Hershey next year, like August of next year. All right, sorry, go back to your point.
Oh, that's right. So I was struggling a little bit this week. I picked music, but I was gonna do something else too. Something I never did. We went to the Sixers game. It was about a week ago now, and I mentioned this on the other shows, but I loved it. We were on the bottom level. We were like 19 rows back, and if you can go see a Sixers game and be that close, I strongly recommend doing it. Like, it was an amazing experience.
They're just playing great basketball
They
right
are
now.
playing great basketball.
They're fun to watch.
But I came to the conclusion that basketball games are now my favorite. This is our second.
This is your review?
No, but I'm just going to tell you right now that going to basketball live is my favorite sporting event to go to.
There's a lot of breaks in the
Everything.
game. So they're always doing something on the court. They're always
Yeah.
bringing the dancers out,
Always
the
doing
t-shirt
something.
cannons.
And even still, those breaks don't last very long.
Yeah.
Even halftime isn't very long. It was less than 15 minutes. It was dope.
Hockey games are
I
better.
never
Hockey games are not better. I'm just saying.
You're
I've talked
wrong.
about it. I've talked about it on the podcast before. I have trouble getting into basketball. I've been really enjoying the Sixers this year.
Yeah,
I
it's a lot of
started
fun.
getting into them last year. I've been really enjoying them this year. Like I look forward to watching the games now.
I've always loved basketball or watching pro ball. Like as a kid, growing up watching Jordan and all them, Kobe, everything, and I loved Iverson. And then it's been hard to watch basketball the past few years in Philly and enjoy it. It just sucks. Anyway, my review this week. I listened to the new JID album. It's called DiCaprio 2, and it is fantastic. For those of you who don't know who JID is, this is his, he came out with his debut album a a year or two ago, and he's signed to Dreamville, which is J. Cole's label. And I like this guy. I like him. He's a small dude. He's got a weird voice. A lot of people aren't really into his voice. It kind of ruins it for him. I don't feel that way. I enjoy it. It did take me a little time to kind of get over how weird his voice is. But this album is really, really good. It's got J. Cole on it. Black is on it. BJ the Chicago Kid. Method Man, Joey Badass. It's a really good album. I'll give it a strong 7.5.
Okay.
I enjoyed it a lot. But it's not an instant classic. So, Kev, you got This Week in History?
Yeah, it was not a busy week whatsoever this week in history. I got two things for you.
I got a third, so.
December 10th, 1964, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. receives the Nobel Peace Prize. December 11th, 2008, Bernie Madoff, an investment manager, was charged with the fraud of clients as much as $50 billion in what was the largest swindle in Wall Street history.
Wow.
What do you got?
I'm trying to find it. I took a screenshot of it. Prohibition was abolished.
Really?
Yeah, December what, the 30s? 33 maybe, I think it was.
It's because they wanted alcohol for the holidays.
Yeah. But yeah, it was December 8th, I believe it was abolished.
Very cool. Well, we have one more episode left before we take a couple weeks off for the holidays. And I'm happy. We're doing great here. It's a great thing. Go back and listen to old episodes. Go check out Let's Talk About It, Might Be Brews, and all the other great shows on the network. Kev, great job.
Thanks.
Danny, wonderful as always.
Excited to go home and watch The Greatest Showman.
I try to get home and work my freaking broken PlayStation.
Wow.
I'm so mad about it.
So mad. I'm going to go maybe play my working PlayStation.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's shitty.
Go fuck yourself.
Red Dead Online, baby.
Taylor, great job tonight.
Thank you, Danny. All right, guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Kev, nobody ever asks Taylor or says something to Taylor, so I had to say something.
Yeah, I agree with Danny there. Nobody ever says anything nice to me, Kev.
Yo, Buddha, go fuck yourself.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. That's what I meant to say. Enjoy all the great shows.
Well, this show's just trash now. Like,
It's trash.
you might as well just start over.
It's just garbage. Yeah, we're just going to start over. Hopefully I don't delete anything this time.
Yeah, let's not do that.
See you guys next time.